It is now a brand new year. Happy New Year to all my followers, subscribers, family, friends, and viewers alike. Why not start off the brand new year with a new fragrance? As some people say, new year, new me. Well, this fragrance I am going to show you today and review is actually my favorite oud of them all. This oud is the most affordable. Now, as most people are aware, or at least some of us, most ouds are actually famed for being very intense. If you've ever been to the Middle East, like myself, I've been to UAE, I've been to some other Arab countries, and I cannot help but pick up on the scent oud. The price of oud is quite high, it's quite expensive. Many Arabs, which you probably do not know, actually borrow or use either their brother's or their father's oud due to the high prices. Now, most people are not aware of this. I am, however, because I have lots of Arab friends. When you are in, let's say, the UAE, you cannot help but pick up on the impression of this oud. It is unlike anything you've ever smelled before. Me, personally, the first time I smelled it, it was a completely brand new smell. I'd never smelled nothing close to it. I was so, mesmerized by it the first time I ever got an impression of it. And then after the first time, it started to grow on me. And I mean, when it grew on me, I really fell in love with this. I love oud now. I've loved it ever since. However, when you go out there and you try find a good oud, or at least when I say good, I mean a good affordable price, then it's actually ridiculous. It's actually ridiculous. So I have actually went to the trouble of locating and sourcing the very best, reasonable, affordable, best quality oud just for you. Now, this oud is called Raghba. Now, I have to say, by this bottle alone, the quality of the bottle, the glass bottle is good quality, and the lid is not so good quality, if you're asking me. It's very, very light. The lid actually feels quite cheap. The design, the typeface is good, it's fine, but I just believe the way it is printed onto the bottle looks a little bit cheap. But it doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, we do not want what is on the bottle, we want what is in the bottle. And trust me, inside this bottle is liquid gold. You will not be disappointed, especially if you know what high quality, intense oud usually smells like. Now, let's start off with this. So, as some of my subscribers have said in the past, they said, Maverick, could you actually spray it in the air and then get an impression from it? So here we go. Wow, honestly, this is my favorite oud ever. It's my favorite oud ever. I mean, the other ouds I've done before are pretty good, but this one right here, this is number one. This is number one. It's number one. I think I've just discovered something. You know how people want to time travel? They want to go into time machines. They always talk about this, right? For many, many years, probably hundreds and thousands of years, probably. But I honestly believe that I've just time traveled just there. Just by smelling that in the air, I literally was teleported to the Middle East. I remember where I was standing in the mall in the UAE, in Dubai, and I remember smelling that exact same smell. And honestly, I know a lot of you guys, when you find out the price of this, especially like my Arab audience, you're gonna think, what is this? What is this rubbish? What is this? Because a lot of people judge things based on the price, or let's say the presentation on the outside, the exterior. But trust me, when I say that not only was I teleported to Dubai right there, I think I'm still in Dubai actually, it's actually better than the majority of ouds that I've ever smelled, even in Dubai. I know a lot of people will not be able to wrap their heads around that, because they'll think, how? The bottle's cheap, it's so affordable. How can that be better than these other high-end, high-quality, fancy ouds? When you smell that, you actually forget about the price, you forget about the bottle of presentation, you forget about everything. All I can explain is, in one word, I would describe it as quality. Quality, literally, the emphasis of quality is that in that bottle right there. It is out of this world. It's so intense. Now, the first time you smell it, just like I in the Middle East, would probably be a bit mesmerized, a bit startled, let's say. You'd be like, what is that smell? What's that? That's a bit strange. But then you smell it again, it grows on you. And all of a sudden you'll feel like, honestly, you will feel like you are in love. It's that good. I mean, if you have not smelled oud before, you are missing out. You do not know smells or scents if you've never smelled oud. This oud is unbelievable. It's so warm. Now, usually it's a bit spicy actually. I pick up like a spice impression. So because of the spice impression, because of the warmness, because it's an oud, usually this would be ideal in winter time. So when it's cold weather, cold climates, cold environments, it's usually ideal. However, with this one, just like in the Middle East, obviously the Middle East is a hot place. A lot of the malls are cold inside because of the AC, the air conditioning. So this would actually go pretty much well anywhere, especially if you live in the West. I mean, what is a summer in the West compared to like a summer in the UAE, let's say, the Middle East? It's nothing, right? So I believe if they can get away with it at any time of the year, you can get away with it too, any time of the year. It is unbelievable. So it's Raghba right there. As you can see, it's 3.4 FL ounces. So it's 100 milliliter in this little glass bottle right here. It is so, so good. This is my favorite fragrance of all my fragrances. And strangely enough, it's probably the cheapest fragrance that I've got as well. How crazy is that? So a lot of people judge quality based on the price, the retail price, or the presentation. And let me tell you, they are totally wrong. That's not always the case. When you think how affordable this is, I'm talking like 14 British pounds. 14 British pounds? You heard that correct. I will repeat myself again. 14 British pound sterling for this 100 milliliter bottle of oud right here. That's crazy. I mean, if you've seen the price of ouds, how much they are, like most people, most sane people would not even take that kind of risk. Like, it's ridiculous. And even if they wanted to take a risk, they would probably think at the very last minute before they pay for it at the checkout, they'd probably think, you know what it is? Is it really worth it? It's just a fragrance. But let me tell you, getting this, it's like you're always winning. I mean, even when you're losing, even if you're having a bad day, you're probably still feeling like you're winning. That's how good it is. So yeah, as I mentioned, it's about 14 British pounds sterling in the UK, which is around, I think about 17 euro. I think it's 17 euro. I'm not exact expert at the conversion rates, and as you know, the conversion rates change every single day. I think it would cost around, you better double check this, I think it would cost around 17 US dollars to 18 US dollars on an average. So yeah, this is the one, man. This is the one. You know, when I wear this, I get compliments all the time. All the time I get compliments. Everybody always compliments me. Like, everybody. They just absolutely love it. And it's crazy because when I tell them that, like, what? What's that? I'm like, oh, Raghba. They're like, what's Raghba? And you know, if you think that price is good, if you think this is affordable enough, wait until you find out this. Do you know, usually, when you purchase this, you also get this perfume spray included with it. I mean, talking about too good to be true. Like, that is insane. Like, in this day and age, when do you get bargains like that? That's just so rare these days. I mean, all people usually do is just take your money. You know what I mean? They don't ever actually want to help the customer. They don't actually want to see the customer win. They just want the customer's money. So that's crazy. And then they actually put the cherry on top of the cake and give you this perfume spray as well. I mean, imagine if you went to the gym or something, or after you finished the gym, you were going somewhere on a date, or you're going out for a meal. You could take this in your bag, a quick little spray under the armpits. Do you know what I mean? Now, let's smell this one. Wow, that's like a total different fragrance in itself. I can pick up the notes, the same kind of notes, the spicy notes, the cigar type of note, the wooden type of note. But it's like a whole new fragrance, that in itself. That's crazy. I would say when it comes to the percentage of intensity, I would say this isn't even a quarter of the intensity of this Raghba one right here. So yeah, this is much milder. So if you do feel like that Raghba one, the glass bottle, is too overwhelming, too powerful, especially if you're new with oud starting off, you might not be used to it. It might seem a bit too overwhelming for you. But you could actually start off by using this first and then slowly ease into it, and then you'll adjust to it, you'll get used to it. I mean, how good is that? I mean, it's like a 2-for-1 offer. I'm not even getting paid for this. Do you know what I mean? I'm not even getting paid for this. And I have to tell you, actually, you know what it is? This is like a hidden treasure of mine. I wasn't even going to make a video on this, you know, because I thought maybe I should just keep it for myself. You know, maybe I should just keep it for myself because, you know, this is like one of the things that people always compliment me on, and it's my favorite fragrance. And I love how nobody knows what it is. But I wasn't even going to show this to the world, to be honest. But at the end of the day, I thought about it and I thought, I mean, what is little old me in the whole entire world? You know what I mean? I mean, in the ocean of life, I'm just a tiny little fish, aren't I? I mean, I'm nothing. So, I mean, we are here to help each other. So that's why I'm doing this video. I want to help people, and I really hope you can benefit from this, because this is not a paid ad, commercial, whatever you want to call it, promotion. I'm not getting paid or anything for this. I'm getting no deal from this at all. So trust me, this is the one. I mean, two for the price of one. How can you go wrong? That's insane. So you can buy it on somewhere like Amazon, but if you look, I'm sure you can find a site that does this. Just make sure that you trust the site. You see what I mean? I'm not even giving any plug to this. I'm not even saying, oh, you should go here, buy it from there. Like, you can literally search it yourself. You can find it yourself. You can get it wherever the heck you want. It doesn't even matter to me. You can get it wherever you want, as long as you get it. And it's so good. You can't go wrong. And especially in wintertime. Even if you're not really much of a fan, in wintertime, if you wear this in wintertime when you're out in the cold and stuff, if you go to the cinema, a meal, people's going to be like, they are going to remember you. Trust me, people remember me when I wear this. They cannot forget me. Every time they see me, they're like, I've missed you so much. I'm like, oh, okay, I miss you too. They're like, oh, can I have a hug and all this? I'm like, this is insane. Just by wearing a fragrance, it's almost like magical. That's insane. How can a fragrance do that to people? And really, like, I just feel like people want to be closer to me when I wear this, which is pretty mad when you think about it. So I would say the scent actually lasts for around 4 to 5 hours, maybe even 6 hours at the most, depends on how close the person is to you. I would say if you're passing somebody in the street, I would say within the first 4 to 5 hours, people could pick up on it. After that, I would say if somebody was close to you, so for example, like a partner or something, they could probably still smell it. Because I feel like when I put this on, I feel like it stays on my clothes for a long time. In fact, actually, even the next day, I've smelled some of my clothes before and I'm like, I can still smell it. So yeah, if somebody's close to you, they could smell it, I think, even regardless. Even after 6-7 hours, they could smell it if they're close to you. So yeah, anyways, what is my rating on this? I would give this a 5. A 5. Can you believe that? A 5. You did not hear wrong. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video review. If you like this video review, don't forget to check out the other reviews on my channel for further content just like this, especially fragrance reviews, wine reviews, whatever it may be, food reviews, or what about life in China? Check it out. There's many different videos, many different types of topics and stuff on the channel. And I hope to hear back from you soon. Leave a comment down below what you think of this. Are you going to try this? Are you going to look for this? Have you tried it before? Have you got this before? What do you think? What do you think of the price? Have you been in the Middle East? What do you think? Does it compare to the Oud? Do you think it's a cheap version? Do you think it smells very badly? So yeah, let me know down below in the comments. Don't forget, please drop a like, because I've been doing this for a long time now, and I don't even know what I did wrong, because I've been trying my hardest. I've been trying for so long now on YouTube. I've been posting regularly, constantly, consistently. I really give it my all in these videos, and for some reason the algorithm is just like throwing me away, like pushing me away, hiding me from all the audience, all the world and stuff. So I don't know how much longer I'm going to keep this up, to be honest, because like I say, like I thought I would have grown a lot more by now. This is ridiculous. So I've given it my all. I've been doing it for a long time, and there's been lots of hurdles, but I never quit. I never give in. And yeah, so I hope that I can get your like and your subscription. It would really mean a lot. It would totally encourage and empower me to produce more content just like this for you all. At least then I would know somebody's saying this stuff. Anyways, take care. All the best for the new year.